Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. There's a reason you've been through what you've been through. It's not because you're weak. It's not because you're unlucky. It's because you are built different. You've walked through fire, but you didn't burn. You've been tested, but you didn't break. And here's the truth. Some of you don't even realize just how blessed you are. So I need you to sit up, listen closely, because today you're about to understand something that will change the way you see yourself forever. If you've ever questioned why you're different, why you don't fit in, why you keep rising no matter how hard life hits you, then you need to watch this until the end, because you're not just another woman. You're a woman blessed beyond measure. There's a certain kind of woman who doesn't just exist. She endures, evolves, and excels no matter what life throws at her. She is built differently. She doesn't complain about the struggle. She embraces it because she knows it's shaping her into something greater. This is the kind of woman who carries a strong spirit, a spirit that refuses to bow to circumstances, refuses to break under pressure, and refuses to let the world define her worth. A woman with a strong spirit isn't just someone who gets through tough times. She transforms because of them. She doesn't crumble when life gets difficult. She adapts, learns, and grows. When the world tells her she's not enough, she doesn't argue, she just proves it wrong. She walks through fire, and instead of being consumed, she becomes something unshakable, something unbreakable. That kind of strength doesn't come easy. It's forged through pain, through challenges, through nights spent wondering if she can keep going. It comes from the disappointments that almost crushed her, the betrayals that nearly shattered her, and the setbacks that tested her faith in herself. She has scars, not as wounds, but as proof that she has fought battles others wouldn't have survived. She's the kind of woman who has been underestimated, overlooked, and taken for granted, and yet, somehow, she always finds a way to rise. Life has tried to silence her, but she refuses to stay quiet. She refuses to shrink herself just to make others comfortable. She doesn't need validation because she knows her worth, and even when others fail to see it, she carries herself like the queen she is. This woman doesn't chase approval. She doesn't beg for people to see her value. She walks into a room and the energy shifts, not because she's loud, but because her presence demands respect. She's not looking for attention, but people can't help but notice her. There's something different about her, an aura, a confidence, a quiet power that speaks louder than words ever could. She has learned to trust herself, to rely on her instincts, to move in silence when necessary. She understands that not everyone is meant to go where she's going. She has let go of friendships that drained her, relationships that stunted her growth, and situations that no longer served her purpose. Because a strong woman doesn't beg to be chosen, she chooses herself. And let's talk about the way she handles failure. Most people let failure define them. Most people give up when things don't go as planned. But this woman, she takes failure as feedback. She analyzes, adjusts, and attacks again. She understands that every setback is just a setup for a stronger comeback. When life tells her no, she finds another way. When doors close, she doesn't stand there knocking forever. She builds her own door. She is resilient, not because she has never struggled, but because she refused to let struggle break her. She has walked alone when necessary, stood against the odds, and faced moments where giving up seemed like the easiest option. But she didn't, and that's why she stands tall today. This kind of strength doesn't just protect her, it inspires others. People look at her and wonder how she does it, how she keeps going, how she keeps smiling despite the battles she's fought. They don't know the silent tears she's cried, the nights she's spent questioning everything, the moments where she almost gave in. But she didn't, because she is built different. And if you're listening to this right now and something inside you is stirring, then maybe, just maybe, you are that woman. Maybe you've been underestimating yourself for too long. Maybe you've been playing small, waiting for someone to tell you that you are enough. But let me tell you the truth, you've always been enough. The strength you need, it's already inside you. The power you seek, it's been there all along. You are not just existing, you are becoming, you are stepping into the next level of yourself, shedding the doubts, leaving behind the fear, and rising into the woman you were always meant to be. And from this moment on, walk like you know it. There's something different about you, something that makes people take notice even when you're not trying. It's not just your presence, your words, or the way you carry yourself, it's something deeper. It's the way life seems to align in your favor, the way opportunities seem to find you even when you least expect them. You attract favor, and whether you realize it or not, that is a rare and powerful gift. Some people work endlessly to open doors, and yet for you, doors swing open at just the right time. It's not that you don't work hard, you do, but there's something beyond effort that moves on your behalf. Things seem to come together for you even after setbacks. Just when you think you've lost, something shifts, and suddenly what you thought was a failure turns into an opportunity. You've been in situations where you thought all was lost, but at the last moment, a way was made. That's not luck, that's not coincidence, that's something greater working in your life. People see it in you, even if you don't always see it in yourself. That's why some admire you, and that's also why some envy you. They wonder how you keep rising, how you keep moving forward, how you continue to receive chances, breakthroughs, and second wins when others get stuck. They don't understand that what's meant for you will always find you, that no force on this earth can block what is destined to be yours. This favor you carry doesn't mean life has been easy. You've been through struggles that could have broken you. You faced rejection, loss, disappointment. You've had moments where you doubted yourself, where you questioned why certain things happened to you, and yet, even in those moments, something kept you going. Even when doors closed, better ones opened. Even when you thought you were being set back, you were really being set up for something greater. Have you ever noticed how, when you step into a new space, things start to shift? How the right people seem to enter your life just when you need them? How an idea, an opportunity, or a connection appears when you least expect it, but exactly when you need it? That's because you attract favor. You are positioned for something bigger than what you see right now. And here's the thing, this kind of favor doesn't just come to anyone. It follows those who are ready, those who have prepared themselves, those who have done the inner work. It follows those who have the right heart, the right mindset, and the right determination to do something meaningful with it. You don't just receive blessings, you are trusted with them. That's why no matter what happens, you always land on your feet. People might call it luck. They might try to downplay it. They might say, oh, she just got lucky, or she just happened to be in the right place at the right time. But deep down, you know better. You know the night you cried. You know the times you wanted to give up but didn't. You know the silent battles you fought. You know that nothing about your journey was an accident. You know that every step, every challenge, every unexpected turn was preparing you for something greater. And now, it's time for you to own it. No more doubting, no more questioning if you deserve the good that comes your way. You do. No more shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. No more feeling guilty for the way favor follows you. You didn't steal it. You didn't manipulate your way into it. You were chosen for it. So stand tall, walk with confidence, move like you know that the things meant for you are already making their way into your life. Speak with authority, knowing that your words have power. Make decisions boldly, knowing that the path ahead of you is being cleared, even when you can't see it yet. Because here's the truth. When you attract favor, you don't have to chase what's already meant for you. It will come. It always does. And when it does, don't question it. Just step into it. There is a peace within you that most people don't understand. While the world rushes, while people stress over things they can't control, while they let anxiety and fear dictate their lives, you move differently. You walk with a calmness, a stillness, a confidence that can't be shaken. It's not because life has been easy for you. No, you've faced storms, you've endured heartbreak. You've had moments that could have destroyed you. But through it all, you have learned one powerful truth. Peace is not found in the absence of problems, it's found in the presence of trust. There are people who wake up every day controlled by fear. They are anxious about what's next, worried about what could go wrong, always bracing for the worst, but not you. Even when things don't make sense, even when the situation looks impossible, you don't panic like others do. You don't allow fear to grip your heart, because deep down you know things are working out for you, even when you can't see how, even when you don't have all the answers. You walk in faith, not in fear. This kind of peace confuses people. They look at you and wonder, why isn't she stressed? Why isn't she worried like the rest of us? How is she still standing after everything she's been through? They don't understand that your strength doesn't come from this world. They don't understand that you have been through too much to be easily shaken. They don't know the nights you spent in silence, teaching yourself how to trust when there was no reason to. They don't know how many times you've had to let go of what you wanted just to make room for something better. Your peace is your power. It is the reason you don't react the way others expect you to. It is the reason you can stand in the middle of uncertainty and still hold your head high. It is the reason you don't need validation, don't need approval, don't need to chase people or force things to happen. You already know. What is meant for you will come, and what is not meant for you will leave. And because of that, you are unshaken. People will try to disturb your peace. They will try to bring chaos into your life, not because you've done anything wrong, but because they don't understand what it means to be at peace. They are used to drama. They are used to dysfunction. They are used to constantly chasing things that don't fulfill them. So when they see someone who is content, someone who does not need to prove anything, someone who refuses to engage in their negativity, they don't know how to handle it. That's why you must protect your peace. Guard it fiercely. Do not allow just anyone access to your energy. Do not waste your time explaining yourself to people who have already decided to misunderstand you. Do not lower yourself just to fit into places that were never meant for you. You have seen what happens when you let negativity into your life. You have felt the weight of carrying burdens that were never yours to carry. You have wasted time trying to fix people who never wanted to change. You have learned some people do not want peace because they don't know who they are without their chaos. But that's not your burden to bear. Your responsibility is to stay grounded, stay aligned, stay in your peace. It doesn't mean that life will never test you. It doesn't mean you won't face challenges. It simply means that no matter what comes, you will not be moved. And when you move like this, when you carry yourself with this kind of confidence, you will notice something. Life starts to align in your favor. The things that used to stress you no longer bother you. The people who drained you start to fall away. The doors that once seemed locked begin to open effortlessly. Why? Because you are no longer chasing things that are beneath you. You are attracting things that match your peace. This is the kind of woman you are, calm, unshaken, unstoppable. A woman who knows that storms will come, but she will not be moved. A woman who does not beg, does not plead, does not chase, because she knows who she is, knows what she carries, knows that the best is already on its way. And because of that, you walk with peace that no one can take from you. You are different. You've always been different. You feel things deeply. You see things others overlook. You walk into a room and sense the energy immediately. It's like you carry a knowing within you, a quiet wisdom that guides you, protects you, warns you. You can tell when someone's intentions are pure and when they are not. You can feel when something is right for you and when it's not. even if you don't always understand why. There have been times when you ignored this voice, times when you second-guessed yourself and you paid the price for it. You trusted the wrong people, you stayed in places you should have left. You gave your energy to things that drained you instead of fulfilling you. But every time you walked away from what was wrong, every time you finally listened to that inner voice, you saw how it saved you. You saw how it redirected you to something better. This is not an accident. Not everyone has this level of discernment. Not everyone can sense when something is off before it happens. Not everyone has that inner pull telling them when to walk away, when to wait, when to move, but you do. You've had it for as long as you can remember. You know when a person's words don't match their energy. You know when an opportunity is too good to be true. You know when something is calling you forward and when something is pulling you down. You walk alone more often than most. You don't follow the crowd. You don't get easily swayed by trends or by what other people are doing. You think for yourself. You move differently. You wait for what aligns rather than forcing what doesn't. That's why people don't always understand you. They don't understand how you make decisions. They don't understand why you don't settle. They don't understand why you disappear from places where your spirit feels uneasy. But that's the thing. Your discernment is not meant for them to understand. It is meant for you to follow. It is meant to protect you, to keep you from walking into situations that are not meant for you. It is meant to lead you towards something greater. Every time you have trusted this knowing, you have been guided to exactly where you needed to be. Think about the times you were about to make a decision and something inside you whispered, wait. Think about the moments when someone smiled in your face, but deep down, you knew they weren't for you. Think about the opportunities you turned down, not because they weren't good, but because something inside you knew they weren't right. At the time, maybe you couldn't explain why, but later you always found out. Later you saw the truth. Later you realized why you were being protected. This is your gift. This is your strength. And it is not something to ignore, to push aside, to silence. The more you listen, the stronger it gets. The more you trust it, the clearer it becomes. And the more you follow it, the more aligned your life becomes. But here's the truth. This kind of wisdom, this kind of knowing makes people uncomfortable. Some will say you're too cautious. Some will say you think too much. Some will even try to convince you that you're wrong, that you're imagining things. They want you to ignore your own intuition so that they can have easier access to you. They want you to doubt yourself so that they can influence your decision. Don't let them. Do not let anyone talk you out of what you already know deep down. Do not let anyone convince you to settle for what does not feel right. Do not let anyone tell you that your standards are too high, that you should ignore the signs, that you should give people more chances when your spirit already told you to walk away. You have this gift for a reason, and the more you honor it, the more it will lead you exactly where you are meant to be. So trust it, trust yourself, trust that inner voice that has never failed you. Because the moment you fully embrace it, the moment you stop doubting it, is the moment you will truly step into the life that was meant for you. You have been through things that would have broken most people. You've faced setbacks, disappointments, betrayals. You've been in situations where you had to hold yourself together when no one else was there to do it for you. You've had moments where the weight of life felt unbearable, where you questioned if you could keep going, if you had the strength to push through. And yet, here you are, still standing, still rising, still moving forward. People see your strength, but they don't know the battles you fought to get here. They see your resilience, but they don't know the nights you spent crying in silence, the days you walked around with a smile while carrying a heavy heart. They don't know how many times you had to start over, how many times you had to rebuild yourself from nothing. You are not strong because life has been easy. You are strong because life has tested you and you refuse to break. You are strong because you've learned how to keep going even when every part of you wanted to give up. You are strong because you've been forced to fight battles you never asked for, and yet you face them head on. This strength is what sets you apart. It's what allows you to walk through fire and come out untouched. It's what makes you capable of handling things that would crush others. It's what allows you to rise above the chaos, above the noise, above the distractions that try to pull you down. Your strength intimidates people. There are those who will try to downplay it, who will act as if what you've been through wasn't that hard, who will try to make you feel like you're just lucky or that things were handed to you. They do this because they don't want to acknowledge the work you put in, the pain you endured, the battles you won in silence. And then there are others who will try to test your strength, who will push you just to see if they can break you. They can't stand the fact that you don't crumble under pressure, that you don't fold when things get hard. So they will try to shake you, try to make you doubt yourself, try to make you question if you're really as strong as you think. But they will fail, because what they don't understand is that your strength doesn't come from the outside. It comes from within. It's not based on what people think of you, on how they treat you, on whether or not they believe in you. It's built from the struggles you've survived, from the lessons you've learned, from the battles you've already won. You don't need validation. You don't need approval. You don't need anyone to tell you how strong you are, because you already know. You've seen yourself overcome things you never thought you would. You've seen yourself rise when you had every reason to stay down. You've seen yourself hold it together when everything around you was falling apart. That kind of strength cannot be faked. It cannot be borrowed. It cannot be taken away. And that is why you must never let anyone make you feel like you are too much, like your strength is a problem, like you should shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You didn't go through everything you went through just to play small. You didn't survive all those storms just to dim your light so that others feel better about themselves. You didn't come this far just to let someone else's insecurities make you forget who you are. Stand in your strength, own it, embrace it. Let it remind you that no matter what happens, no matter who doubts you, no matter what obstacles come your way, you will not be moved, because you've already faced worse and you made it through. Your life has a purpose. Even in the moments when you feel lost, even when you wonder if you're on the right path, there is something guiding you, something shaping you into the person you are meant to be. You are not here by accident. Every experience, every challenge, every moment of joy and pain is part of something bigger than you can see. There have been times when you questioned your worth, when you felt invisible, overlooked, as if nothing you did mattered. But the truth is, you have always mattered. Even when you didn't feel seen, even when your efforts went unrecognized, even when the people around you didn't appreciate your presence, you were still making an impact. Every act of kindness, every moment of strength, every time you pushed forward when it would have been easier to give up, you were living your purpose. And the thing about purpose is, it doesn't always look the way you expect it to. Sometimes you think your purpose has to be loud, noticeable, something the world applauds. But real purpose is often quiet. It's in the way you encourage someone when they're down. It's in the wisdom you share that changes someone's perspective. It's in the strength you show that inspires someone else to keep going. Your purpose is in the way you carry yourself, the energy you bring into a room, the way you make people feel when they are around you. You don't have to force it. You don't have to chase it. You are already walking in it even when you don't realize it. Every lesson you've learned, every hardship you've endured, every time you've grown through pain instead of letting it break you, it was all shaping you for something greater. It was all preparing you to step fully into the life that was meant for you. But here's the challenge. When you start walking in your purpose, not everyone will support you. Not everyone will understand you. Some people will question why you're changing, why you're choosing a different path, why you no longer fit into the mold they created for you. They will try to hold you to the old version of yourself because that version was easier for them to accept. They will try to make you feel guilty for growing, for evolving, for stepping into the power that was always within you. Don't let them stop you. You are not here to stay small. You are not here to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You are here to fulfill something greater, something that only you can do in your way, with your voice, with your strength. You are not like everyone else, and you were never meant to be. That's why you think differently, why you see things others miss, why you feel pulled towards something more. Your journey will not look like anyone else's. Stop comparing your path to theirs. Stop questioning your timing, your process, your progress. Just because you don't see the full picture yet doesn't mean it's not coming together. Just because you haven't reached the destination doesn't mean you're not on the right road. Every step you take, even the small ones, even the ones that feel uncertain, is leading you exactly where you need to be. And when doubt creeps in, because it will, remind yourself of how far you've already come. Look at the things you once thought would break you and see how you overcame them. Look at the moments you felt lost and realize that somehow you always found your way. You have always been guided, always been protected, always been led toward something better. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to know every detail of where you're going. You just have to trust that the same strength that got you this far will carry you the rest of the way. You just have to keep moving, keep growing, keep stepping into the person you were always meant to be. Your purpose is already in you. It's not something you have to search for. It's something you have to embrace. And the moment you do, the moment you fully own who you are and what you're here to do, is the moment everything in your life will begin to align. So now tell me, do you see it? Do you understand? You are not ordinary. You are not average. You are a woman blessed beyond measure. The trials didn't break you, they built you. The losses didn't define you, they refined you. And from this day forward, I want you to walk like you know it, talk like you believe it, live like you were born with purpose, because the truth is, you are. Now go out there and stand tall, because the world needs to see the kind of woman you are becoming. Unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable.